Hey guys, welcome to my presentation on domestic cats and their impact on tiger welfare. Background that you need to know first. Cats and tigers share 95.6% of their DNA. They are anatomically, physiologically, and behaviorally pretty much the same. Shelter cats are usually housed in groups, but captive tigers are usually housed solitarily based on their habits in the wild. That's one of the biggest gaps in research currently, is what is the best way to actually house tigers? Some studies say that paired housing is actually significantly better because they are displaying more positive welfare behaviors. However, those data points are not statistically significant because they do not have enough numbers in the research. So that is where this project is coming in. My question is, can we use domestic shelter cat research and the housing suggestions made based on that species and apply that to tiger husbandry practices in zoos? Can we use that data, create a study, and determine that tigers are best housed solitarily, paired, or in group situations based on that shelter cat data? So the study system is actually going to be recording video observations of these positive and negative behavioral displays. We're going to take those overall data points and run a t-test to determine statistical significance and if we can actually accept this hypothesis, which in this case, I'm proposing that tigers actually exhibit better welfare behaviors when they're paired in groups or paired in two per exhibit, given that they have adequate habitat space. The idea in this case is to pick 32 tigers from multiple zoos across the United States and record those single solo tigers for 2 weeks, 3 times a day, 60 minutes a day. Then we're going to take and introduce 2 tigers behind the scenes in a small introduction process of 2 weeks. They're going to live side by side, have visual sight, scent sight, but they aren't going to be allowed physical contact until that is cleared specifically by veterinarians or their keepers. Then we're going to re-record these observations with the paired cats for, again, 60-minute sessions 3 times a day for 2 weeks. If that is successful, then the next step is really to take and introduce groups and repeat the same recording process. My prediction is that paired tigers are going to actually display better welfare, more positive welfare than the group tigers based on social dynamics. So the intellectual merit behind this is the results will address specifically the best husbandry practices for tigers in zoos. Are they happier when they are in pairs, groups, or solitary? Then also, can we use other domestic cat welfare to apply to tigers? Can we look at other aspects that can be applied? Something that this will also be relevant to is this apply for other species interactions? For example, the canine family with dogs and wolves. The broader impacts that this will have will be based on cat education, maybe more visibility for shelter cat welfare, and as well as ideas for public engagement with zoos. Like, I'm constantly hearing criticism that zoos are like prisons, and why are they by themselves? If we find the best husbandry practices, we can educate the zoogoers on truly what is best for these species, and that is a huge topic in zoo conservation. Thanks for listening.